Which corners are you finding tricky, or is there a lot of time to be lost on this?
I think everywhere, there's no power in the car, so it's quite tricky, and you have to be, I think, quite smooth.
Okay, so the stick does know what he's doing.
And he knows, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right,
I still don't know who it is, but...
No, none of us do. What does his voice sound like?
British.
Okay, well, that doesn't really narrow it down. Right, good luck.
3, 2, 1.
And Sebastian's Vettel time will be revealed this evening on Top Gear at 8 p.m. Now, lots going on here. I can tell you that Prince Harry has been making his way all around the Red Bull garage. It is racing royalty meeting genuine royalty now. There's Sebastian Vettel with a great big smile on his face. It's amazing, isn't it? We've got a German driver dominating Formula One, and he's so popular everywhere he goes. Everybody wants to chat to this guy at the moment. Now, as you can see, the weather isn't fantastic. In fact, it hasn't been fantastic all weekend. So we set Eddie Jordan a bit of a challenge. Eddie, head out there, meet the fans, and do what you can to warm them up. And this is what he came up with. You think, in this weather, with everybody standing around looking fed up, you can sell ice creams to these fans?
Can I sell you ice cream? Yeah! Can I sell you ice cream? Oh, come on, now's the time. Get your money out. 2 quid.
Can I have a flake?
Do you want a flake? Hey, are we impressed? I am getting good at this. Jake has just bought you an ice cream. It's the first time in living memory he's ever bought anything.
Cracking ice cream, good.
How did you guys feel when you heard that the British Grand Prix was guaranteed for the next 17 years?
It's local, we can't afford to go abroad. Well, I certainly can't. And Silverstone, what am I, 4 hours away?
So how many British Grand Prix have you been to?
Probably about 15, 20.
You've been to 15 or 20 Grand Prix?
And a special story.
Go on.
I was born on the way back from the 1963 Grand Prix. Jim Clark won in the Lotus.
Why, in the driving rain, would you come to the British Grand Prix? What's special about it?
It's the fantastic atmosphere, the sound of the engines, the feel.
Why should people come to the British Grand Prix if they've never been before?
The weather.
The weather, yeah.
I think basically what we decided was the ice creams weren't going to warm them up, David, so getting them to do some dancing would. But that, I mean, that's classic British Grand Prix. We arrived there in the driving rain, people sitting outside eating fish and chips.
Well, it was just absolutely off the cuff. That was, believe it or not, so enjoyable to do, but so easy to do because everybody was so responsive. They wanted to be part. I think people come here for the party as much as for the race and the excitement and just all the different things. Camping in this weather, I mean, honestly, can you get your head around all of that? It's just amazing what happens here.
Oh, definitely. I can concur that we came here for the camping. You used to live in Silverstone Village, but I was in a tent here in 1990 watching the Grand Prix, and that's the sort of passion that you fans have. You know, I was a young fan at that time, and it's a carnival atmosphere for the several days of this event.
It still is. You should have joined us out there. That would have been good. We would have sold. We made 20 quid. We would have made 22 if you'd have been there.
Eddie's natural.
Yeah, of course it was. Eddie's natural habitat. Right, you saw there just over half an hour to go now until lights out and the start of this race, and this weather is just perfect for Lewis Hamilton, who starts 10th, and Jenson Button, who starts 5th in this Grand Prix. They love driving in the wet. In fact, some of Jenson's best wins have come in those kind of conditions. So we came up with a bit of a challenge for the two of them involving quite a lot of water.
Hey there, Lewis. So these are like F1 jet skis, if you like. They're about 170 brake. Today our challenge is, can you beat me around the Docklands course?
I don't really want to get in the water, honestly. It takes me a long time just to get in the swimming pool.
Oh, it's gone down my back.
Come on,
Come on, get yourself in.
You've got to beat 41 seconds. That's what Jim did.
Is that Jenson? Oh, Jenson's here.
Hey, me! Late!
Come on, come on.
We have no chance. falling down.
Yeah, he's cheating there.
Can I give you a word of advice? Don't mention penalties.
No, I won't.
Lewis Hamilton, part man, part fish. That's within 10% of a world champion's place, mate. That is impressive.
Right, BBC chest bounce.
Whoa! Good luck, buddy.
Have you been working out? Yeah. With the arms.
Come on, DP.
I know he's pretty quick.
Come on, Don't hit the wall, I need you in Silverstone. Uh-oh, he's run out of talent.
Not just anybody. You know I need someone.
Did I get the camera equipment?
51 seconds, mate. Very good.
Thanks.
I'm in, man.
That was an unusual dive.
Yeah, what was that? Was that a bunny dive?
I've got a deal for you. I say I'll do the fastest time, yeah?
If he loses, he has to do the grid walk naked.
Yeah, okay. There's a deal.
I don't want to see that. Cheating, man.
Funny, is it? 42.7.
I said I'd beat your time. I didn't say what on.
How about I go out on that now?
Go on.
Well done.
You're pretty quick.
Well done, mate.
Nice.
You're a second quicker.
Mate, I don't think I need to go out, do I? Look at that time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey? I know you've been preparing.
It was. He was.
You got nothing to worry about, mate, seriously.
The water's all choppy for Jamie.
That wall's dangerous, huh? Is he alright? Is he okay? Is he okay?
They said he's hurt his leg, he's twisted his leg or something, or bent his leg back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Jensen, do you want to do it on like this?
No, I don't think it's a good idea. I've just turned my legs.
All right, okay.
Good news is that Team McLaren were the quickest. Bad news is Jensen's picked up a bit of a sporting injury there, haven't you? So, but nothing too bad.
Leg when I jumped off, hit on the skis.
Yeah. Nothing terminal though. You will be at
I'll be all right. I think I'll be at Silverstone. I think I'll be all right.
Okay.
It's only your braking foot, so...
Exactly, it's fine. You don't have to hit it that hard.
Why don't you go out again? Go and try again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll do the other leg as well.
And the winner is Lewis Hamilton.
I haven't done a flip for a long time, so I don't really know how to do it. Do you want to show me?
It's all underneath, apparently.
And once again, Silverstone is alive to the sound of Formula One engines. You can see here the cars making their way to the grid. They're stopping at the end of the pit lane. They're doing their practice starts. And we've got a very, very loud pit lane here because there's a huge wall to our left-hand side. So the cars are making their way out onto the grid, and I'm glad to say that waiting there for them is Martin Brundle. Martin.
Silverstone, British Grand Prix, just another 25 points. Yeah, sure, absolutely fantastic. 120,000 people in the grandstands, and they're all looking forward to a great race. 28,000 of them camped overnight. Now, the red arrows have been through and torn a bit of a hole in one of the clouds because it's just started to rain a little bit. I'm hearing that most of the drivers have gone out on the intermediate tyres. Now, this is the new pit straight. For the first time in 61 years, the race is going to start here. Now, this is not an insignificant piece of racetrack. That is the old club corner that used to terrify and thrill us at the same time. And we used to come from Stowe flat out and trying to make a decision whether we were going to stay flat out through that corner. And people have lost their lives against that wall over there, so it has a great meaning, this piece of racetrack, even if it's never been at the start before. The Band of Her Majesty's Royal Marines Collingwood I'm walking through now, and I'm going to head towards Prince Harry, who's on the grid, and see if we can get through and have a quick word with him. Prince Harry, sir, very good to see you. Martin Brundle, BBC. I saw you out back looking in the garage and meeting some of the drivers. What's your impressions of Formula One in 2011?
It's fantastic. It's going in the right direction. I mean, it's great to meet all the guys, and looking at the big screen, the weather's playing a bit of a part, as it always does at Silverstone. But yeah, obviously, cheering on Jensen and Lewis big time. But it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them at the back. But British and all that, it'll be fine.
Excellent. And Paul di Resta with a great 6th place on the grid as well. Now, I know I've seen pictures of you on a motorbike and you fly an Apache helicopter. Full respect for that one. You must fancy a go in some pretty high-speed cars, or even one of these at some time.
If somebody offers me a go, I'd love to have a go. I don't think I'd be able to do very well. I'd hopefully do better than Hammond in Top Gear did. He made it look very hard. But no, huge respect to these guys. It's a fantastic sport. I mean, thousands of people turned out for today. I'm hoping for rain, just because I think it'd be better for the McLaren, but no, we'll have to wait and see.
I think you could be absolutely right on that. Now, you're doing a lot of tremendous charity work, of course, and Walking with the Wounded very much being one of them. You raise a lot of money. I think you've got some colleagues with you on the grid today. Would you be kind enough to introduce us to them?
Well, they can introduce themselves, but it's much better that way. We're missing one, which is a shame. Missing a Welsh boy called Steve. We've got Martin here, we've got Jacko, and we've got Guy. 3 boys who came back from the North Pole, did an amazing thing, still doing amazing things. Yeah, just a great bunch of lads, and a small example of what the guys are doing out in Afghanistan and stuff like that. So
yeah, doing a wonderful job for us. Who do you fancy to win today? Who's your money on?
Well, I want my money to be on McLaren, obviously. Either Lewis, well, ideally Lewis, I think, but we'll have to wait and see. I think a lot of teams are hoping for rain, apart from Red Bull.
Good stuff. And you guys, who do you fancy?
It's got to go all British, so yeah, definitely Lewis. So yeah.
South African. So Lewis is the right thing.
All right, well, a bit pressure there to say Lewis, but no, definitely him.
All right, well, it's absolutely wonderful to see you. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. And we're going to wander around the grid. I know you want to do exactly the same. Hold on.
I've got a pass. I don't know why you're here.
Is this a pass?
Yes, you need it to be here.
Thank you. I taught my way into it.
All right, good stuff. Bernie, they're still fighting over how they're going to run their cars today. It's been a bit...
Okay, all signed.
All signed? Really? I heard 2 teams are still struggling over it.
No, everybody's signed.
All right. And what's been agreed?
To stay with what we've got.
Okay, for Germany for the next race?
Yeah, it's all done.
Back to Valencia setup. All right, good stuff. Let's move along onto the grid and see if we can find a driver. Sebastian Vettel's not on the grid at the moment. And we understand that Jensen is down there. Mark Webber is just coming through onto pole position here. And there then is the magnificent Red Bull locked out the front row again. Many of us thought that with the changing of the regulations that they might struggle a bit. Well, no chance, although they're still saying that reliability is one of their issues. Let's wander down here. And one of the first cars onto the grid is Jensen Button. So we'll steam in and see. He's talking to the Pirelli engineers because they've got to decide which tyres they're going to start the race on. And I'm told that it's warm enough, the track surface is warm enough to get away with the slick Pirelli tyre if they, if there's not too much water on the track. Well, I'm going to ask Jensen exactly that, if I can get in. I mean, it's obviously critical work that's going on here, but they've had such a challenging weekend with a wet-free practice and qualifying when it rained. Jensen, reckon get away with slicks to start?
No, this is very different than here at the back.
Really? Where?
From turn 3 through to the end of Beckett's, I was on used inters, and I was poodling round because it's so wet. So half the circuit is extreme wet, and half the circuit is almost dry. So it's a bit of a tough one to call, really.
How have you been able to set the car up? You had so little time this weekend and so little dry running. I mean, you're on full tanks now. You must not have a clue what it's going to do.
No, we haven't done any high fuel running at all. So, I really don't know what's going to happen. But it felt pretty bad then. But I think it's just the changing conditions. We get a good tyre on the car for the conditions. I think we'll be fine. And it's warm. It should dry out pretty quickly. But it's a difficult call for all of us, especially at the front.
Okay, good luck. Thanks for talking to us. Let's wander across, and Paul di Resta's over here, having had a magnificent 6th on the grid for local team Force India. They're